So Mark, congratulations. The Worcester game looks like it's going to be your 200th appearance for Sale. How does that make you feel?
Old? No, it's good. It's I don't know. It's mad, really. You know, there's been quite a few boys over recent sort of months. You know, James Simpson, Daniel at Gloucester got his 200th appearance not long ago. So yeah, it's a nice sort of personal achievement. You don't really sort of focus on anything like this when you're starting out, but once you get there, it's nice.
So reflecting on your time at Sale, who's been a good influence on you while being here and why?
Oh my God, so many. Obviously Jim and Dimes at the start of my career. Jim Malander now at Northampton. Dimes obviously back here. They were the two coaches that gave me my first opportunity. Took a bit of a gamble with me. You know, obviously wouldn't be playing now if they hadn't done that. And then over the years, just all the coaches and players. You know, Philippe Saint-André was a massive influence on me when he was here. You know, I'd never been capped by England prior to him coming, and it was the following sort of season after he'd been here for 6-8 months that I ended up getting capped, and I'm sure his influence was big. And then just all the lads, really, you know, Steve Hanley, Jason Robinson, guys like this. So yeah, too many to mention, but there's a few there.
And what's the best bit of advice you've received along the way?
Just to keep trying to improve. You know, no matter how many games you've played, whether it be for your club, for your country, you know, keep your feet on the ground. You know, you can always learn. You know, last week probably wasn't one of my best games, and you know, you sort of think you've been around for 10-12 years, you're not going to make mistakes, but you still make mistakes. So, you know, stay on top of yourself. Keep listening to the players and the coaches around you, probably.
Now, looking back at that first day you signed at Sale, I'm guessing you never expected to have the career you've had playing for England and things like that?
No, not at all. It was a funny one, really. I very nearly didn't play rugby, and I got invited to train with Sale, and things went well. And I think there was Matt Moore, Steve Hanley, and Jason Robinson in the back three that had played together for a good couple of years and were pretty settled. And I think Matt Moore got an injury and gave me a chance, and you know, even sort of 6-8 months in, and I'd played every game for Sale, and things were going well. You never sort of think, you know, you're going to be a Premiership player for so long, but no, it's been good.
And while you've been a player, obviously you've been up and down the country, all over the world, kind of thing. Who's been the worst person to share a room with, and why?
Probably Stan. He's a horrible man. He eats with his mouth open. He talks in his sleep. He farts a lot. Generally unhygienic. Smelly breath. So he, by far, is the worst roommate I've ever had.
I don't think that comes as a shock to anybody, really. And what's the worst tackle you've ever made in your career?
I don't know about ever made, but one of the worst tackles I've ever had was an early test match for England, and we played Samoa at Twickenham, and you know, the Samoan team are known for their physicality, and I was playing against Alassana Tuolangi, who played against quite a lot in the Premiership. He played for Leicester, and there was a sort of crossfield kick, and he took me out in the air, and I ended up getting sort of flipped over, landed on my head. There was pretty much a 30-man brawl after that. Lewis Moody, who was the England captain at the time, got sent off for sticking up for me, who was a Leicester teammate of Tuolangi's, and I think it made him the only ever player and captain to get sent off at Twickenham. So all my fault.
Now, with the changes of rules within the game and the politics outside of it, where do you see rugby progressing to? Because obviously while you've been here, it's gone professional and it's on a lot more of a bigger scale now.
Not that old. It was professional before I came here. The game's getting better and better, and you know, obviously all the TV stuff, the media side, you know, the BT stuff's absolutely brilliant. You know, it's making it more aware and more, you know, more people can watch rugby. There's more investment coming in the game. The salary cap's going up all the time. So, you know, it's a proper career without sounding too old. When I was 14, 15, it wasn't an option. it wasn't really a career choice. Whereas now, kids at 14, 15 want to become a professional rugby player. So it's really good for the game. I think the World Cup in '03 was a massive step forward for the game, particularly in this country. And I think with the World Cup next year in this country, if the boys can do well, then it could project the game up to another level again.
Now your 200th appearance is obviously going to be at Six Ways against Worcester. Have you got some good memories there?
Yeah, we seem to be playing them every other week this season. I think this will be the 5th time we've played them this year. We've obviously got them in the Premiership twice, LV Cup and Amlin. So we've beaten them 4 from 4 so far. But this is a massive game this season. They're really starting to target their home games. They've had 2 narrow defeats recently against 2 good sides, so they'll be targeting a win this weekend. So it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully we can make it 5 from 5 this season.
Brilliant, thank you very much, and congratulations on the 200th.
Thank you.